Hi, my love. Welcome back to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot. We're going to let this message flow through. We didn't pre plan any questions or subjects for our session today. Whatever's meant to come through is what will come through. And I heard it's your day of celebration. I heard it's your day of celebration because you did what you came to do. Papa, turn off the lights in the kitchen. Nobody's using them. Thank you. And everything that is said, everything that is said during this session is relevant. And I felt overwhelmingly to tell him to turn off the lights in the kitchen. Nobody is using them. So there is definitely something here about light where it's not being used. What is the kitchen? It's the area that's used to cook things up, to cook up nourishment, right? So there's the idea here of light being your empowerment energy, light being your love energy. Okay, it's not being used there. It's not being used there. Nobody's cooking in the kitchen. So why keep the light on there? So anywhere where you're realizing you've been giving your light, sharing your light. Hi, shout out to Liza. Welcome back, baby. It's so good to see you. Anywhere you realize where you've been shining your light, but nothing is being, it's like throwing your pearls to swine, baby. If they're not using the light that you're giving the way it's meant to, it's just sitting there. You're throwing light at the situation, but they're not cooking nothing up with it. There's a message here to retire your light from the situation. So it's like, where have you been focusing your energy that hasn't been yielding any results, that hasn't been producing? There's a need to recognize where your energy is better used. I'm hearing where your energy is better used. So you could have been literally in someone's presence, wishing them all the best, doing everything you can to help them, encourage them, brighten their day, let's make them feel better and all that stuff. And yet and still, we're dealing with a negative Nancy, a Debbie Downer, a sad Sally. Low vibration, Lois, it's just not working. It's just not working. It's not accomplishing anything. What it is accomplishing is it's causing you to throw your empowered energy at a situation that is not yielding results. And they're giving me the energetic black hole that it spins out into another dimension. Thank you. And I just watched the movie Interstellar. And thought about interstellar frequency as the movie was called Interstellar. Couldn't help but think about interstellar frequency, one of our viewers here. However, Interstellar was ultimately about realizing that we can communicate interdimensionally, and we can traverse time and the universe. So although in the physical present situation, it wasn't yielding any results immediately with the point of your attention, the person you were focused on or the situation you were focused on, it was doing something somewhere else interdimensionally. Okay. And so it's like they're showing me where in the portion of the movie where he moved to different areas of this interdimensional space, and then was able to see different instances in time and communicate his message. And so from the interdimensional place, interstellar place that you're casting these energies, it's like a slight adjustment in your physical positioning, a slight adjustment in your positioning of where you're at can yield better results, more effective communication, more effective results. And then I hear, so, as physically focused humans, we tend to focus so much on the physical reality, and we're saying, you have to recall and remember that before being physical, you were spiritual first, and that you could not even become physical without having been spiritual. So there's a big emphasis on realizing that your true nature is that of being spirit. There's an emphasis on realizing that you have power to work through other dimensions a lot more than even on the physical. I heard the physical plane is very limiting, very restricted. Okay, but when you take it to the spiritual level, I heard the power is more potent. The effect is more potent. It just seems to take uh, a different time frame in the physical, but I'm hearing so they're showing me where you take this rotted out piece of, like a car, for example, that's rusted, right? You put paint over it. Immediately it's going to look good, right? But eventually that rust, and it's not going to take too long, is going to shine through and come through and corrode even the new coat of pretty paint that you put on it. So wise would be to remove the rust, okay, work with the inner surface before treating superficially. And so there's that energy here. Work with the inner surface, treat it internally rather than superficially, not just being on the surface, but going into the core of the energy to treat it so that way it could be lasting, the effects. Now, the difference between slapping a coat of paint on a rusted car versus removing the rusted panels and replacing those with new metal and welding that all together and finishing the metal and then painting it, oh, it's a lot more time involved, okay, a lot more energy involved. And so that's what they want to relate to us, like the way we encourage you to work through spiritually focused um attention could be a lot more time consuming. However, the results are longer lasting, they're more authentic, and they're more durable. Have a sip of water on that. So let's get into this message. I want to cut this deck as well. As I cut the deck, Immortal Technique shows itself. I'm going to put it back. We're going to cut this deck as well, that we shuffled it really nice and put them all together, because I'm just going to be pulling off the top. We might do some cuts in it. This one is saying, I see the cycles we go through, yet still I continue to be a fool for you. Okay, we're going to put that right in there as well. But it stayed out. So for somebody, this is about a cycle with a specific person that's on your mind. Okay, let's see. What do we have? Six of Swords. You are putting your mind where your heart is supposed to be. You are putting your mind where your heart is supposed to be with the Six of Swords. Now, Six of Swords is a card of moving forward. It's a card of releasing and letting go and going out of difficulties and going into calmer waters, finding more peace in life. It says science as its keyword. And what I'm seeing is with science, it's like some shit just don't make sense. Some shit just don't make sense. And in your head, it makes sense why, if I stay here and I focus this attention on this situation and I keep talking to them, maybe if I just say the right thing, I heard maybe if I just say the right thing, then they'll get it and things will change. In this situation, though, your heart is showing you that's why it hurts. I heard that's why it hurts. Your heart is showing you the pain because the situation is not evolving. You're dealing with somebody who's obtuse to the improvement, who's obtuse to the change, obtuse to the information. They've got to be a co-creative element for it to actually work the way that you have seen. And so there's this energy about dealing with somebody who is obtuse. And it's like putting your mind where your heart is supposed to be. So your heart is telling you, your heart is showing you like what this situation truly is. But your mind doesn't want to accept it because you feel like I could change it. I can make it better. I can make them do what I see is best. That control energy is coming through here again. And with that control energy, it's like, watch out for that, because when you open that portal of control, trying to control another, that portal of control is a two-way street, baby. Others can control towards you because you give permission. You say, universe, it's okay for people to control outside of their will. And so therefore now others can control you outside of your own will. So we want to be very aware of that and not allow ourselves to get caught up in that situation. Let's see, what else do we have? It's the Three of Cups, and my word is my bond. Three of Cups, my word is my bond. Somebody has told you that they'll never give up their partying lifestyle. Somebody has told you that they only want to be friends and they want nothing more. Somebody has told you that they will never give up their drinking, or that, somebody here is not giving up on their abundance. The key word here is abundance. Somebody here is decided that they're going for their abundance. Somebody has decided that their wealth is more important. Okay, their wealth is more important. They feel like they need to do whatever this thing is in order to attain that, and they're not giving up. Okay, their word is their bond with abundance. uh, Somebody here has decided how they're going to be, and they're not willing to bend. They're not willing to um, compromise that for anything. That's what I see. All right, let's see what else. Seven of Diamonds, in love with potential, and there it is. This is the state of the connection. Seven of Diamonds, it says failure. Like, hmm, yeah, somebody here is not going to give up their, not going to give up that other person. Somebody here, you're trying to rationalize things away, but with the Seven of Pentacles, especially in this sec, there's this idea of walking away from a situation because it's just dark, it's bleak, you can't see anything. Even this, it's like you can't even see. There's a signal light post here, none of the signal lights are lit up. It's like the universe has communicated to you so much that it's like you could be asking over and over again the same question and getting the same answer, but keep asking the same question because you want the answer to be different. You're in love with potential, in love with the potential in this situation. Thinking somebody who said that they just wanted to be a friend would change their mind, or somebody who said that they would forever be single, or they're never going to give up drinking, or they're never going to give up having open relationship. They meant what they said. Or somebody whose focus is solely on their career, solely on their finances, solely on partying and celebrating life. you know there is this energy of being in love with potential, in love with the potential for something or someone to change, but that's not the reality. That's not the situation. That's not the situation. They're not going to change to be how you want them to be. I know you guys are about to get kicked out of this room. Y'all want to stay in here? You better find a way to be more quiet, grandsons. I can hear you, and I'm live right now, and I have to argue with you? Are you kidding me? So, same thing. Somebody wants to argue with you. They're bringing some kind of noise, some sort of distraction to your plan. You're realizing like the calling on your heart of what you're here to do is so much stronger than allowing for this distraction to continue in your life. Mm. All right, let's see what else. This one came out. The 10 of Wands. With sharing your wisdom will hurt more and have more to affect conscious awareness than all the A's, B's, and C's you can call them. So you're sharing a message saying, listen, the cycle that you're in, it's a trap. It's a trap. You're saying it's a trap. You think that doing all these drugs, you think that all this partying is going to be what really fulfills you. You're stuck in a negative cycle. You could see it. You could have told them that. That shit hurt. That shit really hurt. And you know what? You could call them all kinds of names out the side of your neck and calling them out of their name. But sharing the truth without name calling is what will have more effect. At the same time, it's like you've been doing this and nothing has changed. 10 of Wands. We end up with oppression. 10 of Wands. Their word is their bond. Somebody here continues to speak out a ugly experience over their own life. And look, they left on their own. They left on their own. I told them what I needed to say, the wisdom, and then they made a choice to leave. Is that what's happening here? Because somebody is giving up. Somebody is giving up and releasing with the Seven of Pentacles, realizing that this situation is hopeless. It's not working. It's a failure, you know? And so there's a connection here that could have done so much. There's a connection here that could have done so much to grow, to increase wisdom, to increase prosperity, to increase abundance. For you, if you told somebody, if you keep up with this behavior, I'm out of here because I could go focus on my career. I could go focus on my abundance. instead of being here trying to help you in this situation, especially if you're dealing with somebody who's incarcerated. I heard either literally or figuratively, because for somebody, this is not a literal incarceration. This is a figurative incarceration. They're stuck to their ideas of lack and limitation, of poverty, of being oppressed, of it's everybody else's fault, not mine. I didn't do anything. This is just how they treat me. Message, And so I see somebody who said, you know what? This is it. When we're done with this, I'm gone. And so your word is your bond, in the sense of, if you gave an ultimatum, if you gave a forewarning that if this behavior continued, you were going to continue forward with your life. You were not going to stay stagnant in this energy for too much longer. You were going to give that one final chance, and then that was it. And I hear that you have worked through a lot of your heartbreak while you were still in this situation, because there is a heartbreak attached to this letting go. However, there's science in card. The Six of Swords over here is saying, yeah, but you know that this is the healing path for you as well. This is what's going to help heal that heartbreak for yourself. You have the caduceus mixed up with the Three of Swords appearance, mixed up with that heart that's being stabbed through. The truth is hurtful. The truth is hurtful. So an ultimatum could have been issued here. You could have issued an ultimatum to somebody. And on the other side of this situation, with this person who is just as stubborn as you are about honoring what they've said they were going to do, which is some BS according to the way I'm reading this energy. Your word is your bond too. And if you said you weren't putting up with it no more, you literally will not. You will walk away from it. Outcome energy. Look at this. Two of Pentacles, separation. It's change. It's time. I'm gonna make a change for once in my life. It's gonna feel real good. It's gonna make a difference. Gonna make it right. Yeah. And then it came out with the Ho'oponopono card, which is the traditional Hawaiian practice of reconciliation and forgiveness. It means, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. So there is a release and a creating a change, realizing that this person, oh, I love this, was a mirror reflection and an exercise. We have this lady who is exercising in front of a mirror. So it was an exercise and a mirror reflection of something inside of you. Anywhere where you were looking for this person to make a change for themselves and they obtusely would not, you're seeing where you also had room and to make a change, and spirit had been communicating it to you and you obtusely had not. And so you can't control whether or not this person ever makes the change, but you sure can do something about yours. And so you may not tell this to this person literally, physically, but there is the energy here of you releasing this person with love and forgiveness and an apology, like, sorry it didn't work out. Forgive me for wherever I wronged you, but thank you for the experience. I love you. It's time to go. That's the energy that I'm seeing here. Yeah. Yeah. Let me see some more. Eight of Wands, procrastination is allowing divine timing. So listen, you rushed into this situation, but there was breaks. It's like you were burning up the brakes. There was in this situation in the past, I just see like spirit was trying to get you to slow it down. Ooh, watch out. Don't want to lose control, but you weren't listening. You were like, fuck that, let's go. Put the gas. Dale más gasolina. Me encanta la gasolina. Okay, you were like, I gotta go faster. So in this connection, in this situation, if there was a roadblock, you did everything you could to bust it down. If that cash out wasn't going through, you called the bank and make sure it did. Hold on, that roadblock, the bank not sending the money, honey, that was to protect you. You didn't know it then. You might be understanding it now. Yeah, and the current energy, very special. And the Four of Cups, you're realizing from this situation, like, ugh, this, I heard slovenly. What the fuck does slovenly? It reminds me of the word slob, and it feels like the word slob, but I heard slovenly. This slovenly person, definition, it is a word. It says, especially of a person or their appearance, messy and dirty. Yeah, see, a slob. This person in this experience, you're very special. You don't need to accept this slovenly person, this person with their slovenly energy. This person is sloppy. This person is filthy, messy in their appearance, spiritually and physically. I heard both. This is a type of person that doesn't care about taking care of their self. They do not. And so they're in this energy. You're saying, no, this is not my person. Somebody here, you're simply getting rid of a roommate that leaves a fucking mess all over your house all the time. They don't ever wash the dishes. They don't ever sweep the floor. They leave their shit all over the place and it never moves. And so you're just like, this is ridiculous. I can't live like this. And it could be two people that you're getting rid of. Let me see. In the hidden blessing here, you have the Five of Swords, which is defeat. And sometimes we have things on our mind that just have to get out. You have a safe space to express yourself here with me. Listen, you have a hidden blessing is this situation has caused you to say something that triggers the fuck out of you because you're not used to having to tell somebody, you know what, you're a slob. Get the fuck out of my space. Whether that is, again, physically or spiritually, you're not used to having to tell somebody, you got ugly spirit, I can't be around you no more. You know, your dirty drawers have been sitting in my bathroom for a month. I've counted. You've got to go. What? A month? That's ridiculous. Even my grandsons pick up their stuff. Okay. Challenge in this is the Seven of Cups, debauch. I know you're in pain. I can see it. I wish there was anything in my power to take it away. All I can do is be here to love you through it. Empathetic. Yes, you have the ability to love this person unconditionally, even though they're a slob, even though they're messy, spiritually, again, or physically. Okay, you have that ability. You would love to change it for them. But again, it's not in your position. So on the other side of the table, we have no, it's okay. Five of Wands. This person wants to stay in their battle. This person wants to stay in the fight. This person does not want to be a cooperative component. They don't care if they stink. Even my grandsons, if we tell them you smell like outside, they get in the shower. They go get in the shower. This person, whatever their stink is, they don't care. They like it. It's like they've cut so comfortable in their stink. Again, spiritual stink or physical stink. That they don't want to do anything. And if you try to tell them, and they gonna go against you. This person wants to argue. How dare you try to tell me how I need to live my life? I heard that. Okay. I heard you think you know everything. I heard that while I was taking that long sip of water. I heard you think you know everything. You just want to control everybody. That's what I heard. Yeah. And so the thing of it is, this person fights with you, contends with you anytime you try to bring up something positive, okay, beneficial, even guidance for you. I feel like I need to be in charge of things in order for them to have a successful outcome. Controlling. Prince of Cups with the filmmaker energy here. Look, you have a vision, guidance. You have a vision. If this person doesn't want to be a cooperative component, if this person can't play ball, then they can't be on the team. It's that fucking simple. Yeah, you do have control issues, but you've got to have some control in your life about what you accept. You can't control whether or not they play the role. You can't control how they respond. You can't control whether or not this person wants to wash their ass again, literally, physically, or spiritually. However, what you can control is whether or not you're going to accept and whether or not they're going to be a part of your movie, of the movie of your life. Yeah, outcome energy here. Pronoia and the Princess of Swords, the activist. Pronoia is a psychology term for a person who believes that the world around them conspires to do them good. It's the opposite of paranoia, the positive counterpart of paranoia. And I put a sticker on it that says it's okay. Listen, at the end of the day, if you don't want to play this role, I'll find someone else or I'll fill it myself. The activist, I'll just put out an announcement. This is where the roommate is like, you know what? You're a pig. You don't clean up shit. Your drawers have been in the bathroom for a month. I'm going to put an ad for a new roommate. You got to get out today. And so here's where you stand on your feet and you let it go. And I heard this person could break something on the way out the door, so make sure you put up anything valuable before you make this announcement. That's what I heard. Yeah. Wow, let's pull another spread. Look at you, Princess Swords with the hacker and love nest, and you're here. You are cutting through negativity in your life. You're like, I'm making space for more love in my life. That's what I see. Yeah, you're making space for more love in your life. You're making space for more accepting, harmonious energies in your life. Okay. The opportunity is this shady little shit, Knight of Wands. This person just wants to party all the time, party all the time, party all the time. They're so worried about getting laid that they forgot that they also need to get paid and that they got bills to pay. This shady little shit over here is so worried about having fun. They don't doing dirt, ain't doing the right thing. Let me see what else was below you. The Two of Swords, you feel it's time to be all about you. Let them fend for themselves. Yes, do that. That is a divine cosign, which means that the divine has cosigned this idea of the Two of Swords. You're going to say peace for your peace, like deuces in a mount. Don't let the doorknob hit you where the good Lord split you. Yeah, you feel like it's time to let them go. You better figure out your own thing. You said you needed a place to stay, but you're tearing up my house. You got to go. Okay. And behind you, the star. The kindness you've shown today will be repaid in kind by another person along the way. Be kind. You showed kindness to this person. You showed benevolent kindness to someone in this situation. It was destined on your path for you to do so. This person was given an opportunity to receive the love of the divine through your abundant hand. Ooh, above you is the Ace of Swords. I'm so happy for you. Ace of Swords, okay, with I'm so happy for you. They finally told you the truth about something. I heard they finally told you the truth about their intention, about their mentality. You finally realize the truth about this person, and that is the truth that sets you free. And so I heard the divine, your higher self says, I'm so happy for you. You finally saw the truth about the situation. Now with that Ace of Swords, you could cut yourself free. Yeah. Eight of Pentacles, grandma's baby, 3 generations. Eight of Pentacles with prudence. So listen, you've been breaking karmic cycles. You're a cycle breaker. You've been breaking repetitive behaviors that have limited your family for generations. And here you are realizing another that needs to be cut, which is putting this person's well being far beyond the level of importance that they themselves put it, and in a place that is damaging to yourself, your family, your health, your wealth. You don't have to do that. And I see that your mother did this. I see that your grandmother did this. I see that it's generational. You're not the only one. You're not the first one to put everybody else and their needs above you. No, this is a habit. This is a habit that's been learned from observation, but you are the cycle breaker here. Let me see in your actions. Before I knew it, it happened. The Prince of Dis, the day trader. Okay. Before I knew it, it happened. The Prince of Dis, the day trader, you traded up this energy. Like you could have told some, you could have already had the ad out for a new roommate, quote unquote new roommate, because some of you that's very symbolic. But it's like you switched the energy up. And it had already happened. Before you knew it, it happened. You switched up this energy. You walked away from the old energy. You allowed in the new energy in your environment. A Justice card. Your intuition is telling you they are a thief. Your rights. Justice card. In your environment, somebody has done some injustice. It's time for them to face the consequences of their actions. Anywhere where they have stolen something, legal repercussions and consequences are going to be dealt with. Like you are pressing charges. Yes, you are getting a lawyer. If you're in Vegas and you need a lawyer who will take your case without needing money up front, let me know. If you're not, investigate that in your city, because too many times people with beautiful hearts have been done injustice because they don't know who to contact. But there are lawyers out there who, oh yeah, they're going to charge a pretty penny once they get you awarded some money. But honey, the people are going to be made to pay in a court of justice. It's time for us to stand up on our legal feet, not just on our spiritual feet, not just on our physical feet, but on our legal feet as well. Otherwise, they continue to get away with things. This person is a thief. This is in your environment. You know it. And it's like they have to face their justice now. They didn't do what they should. Somebody here, that roommate, you felt like they stole something of yours and they lied about it. And yes, they did. They did. See, that's the problem with who you let in your house. Be careful who you let in your house. In your innermost feelings, you have the Queen of Swords, the painter energy with floss and gloss. It makes the world a much more interesting place to be. Yeah. You say, as I limit the connection here, as I set those boundaries, as I speak my truth and see through their bullshit, my spirit shines. And guess what? I'm going to create something more beautiful in this place. In other words, I could get a better roommate than this. Fuck this. This roommate is full of shit. I'm going to get a roommate that has OCD about keeping clean this time. Outcome energy here. What do we have? Legal issues and sociopath wants to come out as well. So let's pull two here. The Hierophant, okay, and the Ace of Wands. Yes, somebody here is about to get caught up with legal issues, but this could be spiritual legal issues with the Hierophant. The sociopath, Ace of Wands. Somebody here is a sociopath Somebody here has some serious mental health issues that have been unaddressed. Okay, let me see. I'm going to look up sociopath specifically and see what the definition or the meaning of it is. It says antisocial personality disorder, sometimes called sociopathy, is a mental health condition in which a person consistently shows no regard for right and wrong and ignores the rights and feelings of others. A fucking sociopath. That's what you've dealt with. Yes, it is a sociopath. And you know what? They don't care about what's right and wrong for others. That's why they got these karmic repercussions. That's why they're facing justice. That's why, whether it's on a physical level with the courthouse downtown, or whether it's on a spiritual level with the higher level courts in the invisible realm, hello, they got legal issues. And it looks like either way, they got issues with God, legal issues with God. God said, oh no, it's true. This person is forcing their will in other people's lives. It's true. This person has no regard for anyone else's well-being. It's time to do something about this. No longer can they continue to mess with my earth angel. They put up with enough. This must stop. Okay, this is what I have for your message at this time. So thankful and grateful for your beautiful presence. Until next time, I absolutely love and adore the part of me that aligns with you. The golden thread that shines all the way through, called love and peace and happiness. And in the meantime, in between time, you could treat yourself at LPHtarot.com. As in love, peace, and happiness to you and yours, and of course, me and mine. Until next time, 감사합니다. Gracias.
Bye.
Later, baby. And that's all, folks. And I'm out.
Zelle.